one of those days where I can't film. Ugh. Hi everyone! I'm having a day. It's barely started. Nano starts today and I'm just like, wow, I'm a zombie. So it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun, but got my iron brew to get me through. Hashtag not spawn. Hashtag please spawn. I want lifetime supplies of iron brew. I know I don't do readathons and I'm such a mood reader that TBRs just don't work for me, hence why readathons don't really work for me. But probably my favourite booktuber, Books and Lala. She's like the queen of booktube. If you don't know of her, go find her right now. She does the most creative, unique, just amazing videos. Well, she's hosting LALATHON, which is a readathon of her favourite books. It kind of started as a joke, but she basically wanted to start like rereading her favourites, and it just became a joke on like her Insta lives that it should be a readathon so everyone could read her favourite books, and it's happening. From the 1st to the 9th of November, we're just gonna pick a couple of books from her 200 favourite book list on Goodreads. I'm explaining really well, I know. And yeah, just read her favourite books. So I have like 10 that I'm definitely not going to get to. I own probably about 30 books from her shelves that I haven't read yet, but I've narrowed it down. And we're just going to see how it goes. This might be literally my only contribution to LALATHON. I might turn around and be like, ha, fuck you, I'm going to read everything but her favourite books. But these are definitely books that I am very excited to get to and I've wanted to get to for a while. And I do think that they will be books that I will love, possibly 5 stars. And now is as good a time as ever to read them. So first things first, it would not be a Lala readathon if I did not pick up The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. This is probably her most favourite book ever, like her favourite series, and I'm pretty sure I picked it up because she was always talking about it, and I did really enjoy the Shiver series by Maggie Stiefvater, the whole book and a half of that series I read when I was younger. But this is apparently like magical realism, and I don't know like anything about it really, so I'm very excited to finally dive into it. I have been feeling more spooky books recently, so I'm like really keen to read this soon because like it's kind of Halloween time and this might kind of be not creepy scary but like spooky-ish. I'm probably completely wrong, but let's be real, I'm a scaredy cat. I might be a Slytherin, but I scare quite easily. I don't know if you can hear Theo in the background, but we're just gonna let him yowl all he wants. Ooh, sorry. Aside from finally getting around to some books I really wanted to read, I'm also using this readathon as a sort of kick up the ass to read some books that I have NetGalley arcs of as well as physical copies. So I have 4 of those. So I've got Girl Made of Stars by Ashley Herring Blake. Again, all of these are on Lala's favourites list, I don't need to tell you that. This was literally like one of the first NetGalley arcs I received, so like over a year ago, and I haven't read it yet. So it's gonna happen, hopefully. Hopefully. This is one of the ones that I'm like, I don't know if I'm gonna read that because I feel like it's a lot more contemporary than I want. I want mystery and spooky and dark. Oh, and Theo has found his treats on the floor, so ignore the rustling. Continuing with the sort of contemporary and NetGalley arc, I have The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo, which will definitely be read because it is written in verse, so it's super short, quick to read, and my friend Theodore literally just bought me this yesterday, so the sooner I read it the better, because I hate when people buy me books and I take forever to get to them because I feel really guilty. So I might actually read this today. Hopefully it'll like inspire me to start writing for Nano. I don't know why, because it's not like I'm writing poetry. Theo, those are Swedish fish, not cat treats, and the bag's not even open. I told you, it's one of these days. Oh my god. I also have All These Beautiful Strangers by Elizabeth Kleffoff. This is another kind of thriller type. I have a NetGalley arc, I have physical arc, and I have this finished copy. It is such a gorgeous cover and those edges. So I'm super excited to get to this one, and I have no idea what else it's about. And finally, for NetGalley arcs, I have physical copies of, and actually this one's kind of spooky. I have Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl. I'm so excited to read this. As with every book on my TBR since I unhauled so many. I don't want to know what this is about, so sorry, you don't get to know. I'm hoping to finally get to The Dinner by Herman Cox. I'm pretty sure I told everyone this story when I bought the book, when I hauled it, but basically this was an impossible book to track down for some book club members a few years ago, and they were telling me what it's meant to be about and it sounded really good, so now I have a copy and I'm gonna hopefully read it. Lala's Goodreads review is literally like 5 words and she just says something like, what a devil of a book or something, and it sounds like she really hated it, so I'm really hoping it's one of those books that just makes you really angry or whatever, but like it's really good, as much as it can be like annoying, if you know what I mean. You probably don't. I don't really know what I mean. Anyway, and of course Every Heart a Doorway by Seanan McGuire is on here. This book I found out about from Lala like years ago before it blew up. It was on my 5-star predictions like last week, and it is super short, so I should hopefully fly through it in the 9 days. Hopefully in 1 day, let's be real. I also have a bit of a cheat book because I bought this book in New York and I am dying to read it, and I really thought it would have been on Lala's favourites and it's not. So it's As the Passengers by A.S. King. Literally like every other A.S. King Lala has read is on her favourites list, except this one, but she did give it 4 stars, so like if I don't like feel like any of those books, maybe I'll be like, oh yeah, I really want to read that, and I'll feel better about reading something that's not actually her favourites because it's still an author she loves. That makes sense, right? Right? Not fishing. Totally not fishing. And I also figured the point of this readathon is for Kayla to read her favourite books, to reread her favourite books. So why not pick up some books of mine that were favourites that are also her favourites. So first I have The Unbecoming of Dyer by Michelle Hodkin. I loved this when I read it like 4 years ago, and I just never got around to finishing the series. Like I haven't read the 2nd book, I don't even own the 3rd book, and obviously the whole like Noah Shaw trilogy is coming out that people seem to hate, which who knows. But I definitely want to reread this at some point. Whether I get to it actually during LALATHON, I don't know, but I want it on my radar to reread. And finally, again, it wouldn't be a Lala's favourites if the cat wasn't continually trying to eat my candy instead of his own treats. So it would not be a Lala's favourite books if Stargirl by Jerry Spinelli was not mentioned. I adored this. I have the sequel, like companion novel, somewhere on my shelf. I can't actually find it at the moment, but I really want to read it soon, so I want to reread Stargirl before I read Love Stargirl. Now's a better time than any to reread it, and it's short. While Theo continually scrapes at my Swedish fish, that is a sentence I never thought I would say. I'm gonna wrap this up. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know if you're partaking in LALATHON, which books you're gonna read, if there's any we're both reading, and if you're not partaking, that's cool. If you're not partaking because you don't know who Lala is, I implore you to go and binge watch her videos. The closet unhauls were gold. I really missed those, but they were amazing, so definitely go and watch those, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!